Okay, so today we're looking at a selection of myths and facts about sexual violence. Sexual assault is an act of lust and passion that cannot be controlled. Fact. Sexual assault is about power and control. It is not motivated by the enjoyment of the sexual act. If a victim of sexual assault does not fight back, they must have thought the assault was not that bad or they wanted it. Fact. Many survivors experience a moment of immovability or a freeze response where they literally cannot move or speak because of fear. A lot of victims lie about being raped or give false reports. Fact. Only 2 to 8% of rapes are falsely reported, which is actually the same percentage as is for other crimes. A person cannot be sexually assaulted by their partner or spouse. Fact. Nearly 1 in 10 women have experienced rape by an intimate partner in their lifetime. Sexual assaults most often occur in public or outdoors. Fact. 55% of rape or sexual assault victims occur at or near the victim's home, and 12% occur at or near the home of a friend, relative, or acquaintance. Rape does not happen that often. Fact. There's an average of 293,066 victims aged 12 or older of rape and sexual assault each year in the US. This means 1 sexual assault occurs every 107 seconds in the United States. People that have been sexually assaulted will be hysterical and crying. Fact. Everyone responds differently to trauma. Some may laugh, some may cry, and others will not show any emotion at all. Men are not victims of sexual violence. Fact. 1.5% of all men have been raped, and 47% of bisexual men have experienced some form of unwanted sexual contact in their lifetime. Wearing revealing clothes or behaving provocatively or drinking a lot means the victim was asking for it. Fact. And this was actually portrayed in EastEnders reasonably recently. Those of you that will have seen it will know the story. She goes out drinking, she's wearing a provocative dress, and she gets raped. So, fact. The perpetrator selects the victim. The victim's clothes or behaviour does not mean they are consenting to sexual activity. If a parent teaches a child stay away from strangers, they won't get raped. Fact. 60% of all child abuse cases are actually performed by those the child knows outside the family, and 30% are assaulted by family members. Being sexually assaulted by someone of the same gender can make a person gay or lesbian. The assault is not typically based on the sexual preference of the victim nor the rapist, and therefore does not necessarily change the victim's sexual orientation. People with disabilities are at low risk for sexual assault. Fact. People with disabilities are victims of sexual assault twice as much as people without disabilities. Prostitutes cannot be raped because they are selling sex. Fact. Prostitutes have the right to give and withhold consent to any sexual activity, and therefore can indeed be raped just like anyone else. Getting help is expensive for survivors of assault. Fact. Services such as counselling and this word are offered for free or at a low cost by sexual assault service providers. There is nothing we can do to prevent sexual violence. Fact. There are many ways you can help prevent sexual violence, including intervening as a bystander to protect someone who may be at risk. Not only that, tell your kids, not as kids, but teach your kids that sexual violence is not okay. So, that is a list of facts and myths from the Resilience site. I will be putting them in the description down below. And yeah, fact versus myth. I mean, I've heard a lot of those myths before. Mainly the provocative dressing, and oh, she was well up for it. She was asking for it wearing a skirt that short. I've heard that before, so that one wasn't a surprise to me. The men can't be raped wasn't a surprise to me either, but I think the one that was a surprise to me was the first myth. The one that said it was about lust, passion, and it can't be controlled. No, that's just your excuse. It's just your excuse, mate. If you love sex that much, I mean, even I've thought about it before. It's like, who the hell likes sex so much that they do it with a kid? What is wrong with you? Sort of thing. So it's like, when guys say something like that, it's like, you're just excusing your behaviour. Why are you doing this? What? But anyway, that's all I've got for today. As some of you might have noticed, I have a couple of injuries on my face. Nothing to worry about. Might have just spilled a little something on my face. It should clear up in a couple of days, hopefully. I'm not puffy or anything, so I'm not. While it could be an allergy or a reaction, it's nothing anaphylactic or anything. It's nothing dangerous, basically. I'm okay, I'm good. Just really irritatingly itchy. I don't want to scratch it, but I've already burnt off quite a bit of skin scratching it, so I'm gonna stop scratching it. There's one on there too. Anyway, enough of that. That's all I have for you today, and I will see you tomorrow. See ya.